Italian diner in Newark. You brave the weather, huh? I have friends that say, oh, I can't come. I said, why? It's gonna snow. 1 minute, you're going to Newark and the reason not to go to Newark is snow? What are you, crazy? There's nothing safer than snow in Newark. Just like, I was gonna go to Ukraine this winter, but winters in Ukraine are really bad. I'm not going. I mean, come on. We're gonna have a good time, huh? Women's History Month, huh? Cheer for Women's History Month. Let's hear it for women. Guys, you better clap. You better clap. You better clap. It's interesting they pick March as Women's History Month. What describes a woman better than the month of March? Right? What? March Madness. One day is sunny, the next day is cold, and you don't know why. It's like everything is fine, and suddenly she's pissed at you, and you're supposed to know why. That's a woman for you. And then they had International Women's History. What was that? Yesterday? International Women's Day was the other day. Yeah, I never knew they had a holiday for Gal Gadot and Sofia Vergara. That's nice, but the woman of my dream just passed away recently, unfortunately. I'm sure guys who are of my generation, Raquel Welch. Oh yeah, that was sad, huh? Very sad. Passed away. And suddenly I want to be a mortician. I don't know why. Died pretty young, 82 years old. 82 years old. Damn Yoko Ono is still alive. I don't know. And I love about Raquel Welch is most beautiful woman in the world. And look, every guy my age, we have wet dreams for Raquel Welch. We just love Raquel Welch. She made two movies, right? 1 Million BC, remember that? Where she was she was a cave woman, didn't say a word, just wore a bikini basically the whole movie. And we watched it and we saw what it was like for cavemen to live, and dinosaurs and all the brutality and everything. And all we could think of, we would give up all our modern conveniences if we could just be with Raquel Welch, And then she made another movie, Fantastic Voyage. It was a big movie where it was brilliant by the producers, because everyone had this fantasy of going inside Raquel Welch, and in this movie, she went inside us. It was really brilliant, so. All right, so we are third year of COVID here, huh? Third year. Joe Biden just announced an end to the war on COVID. Did you hear this last week? He announced it. He said the war on COVID is over. The next thing he's taking on is the war in Vietnam. He's going to try that. He's going to look at that, see if he can end that. Very sad. Jimmy Carter just entered hospice. Did you hear about this? Very sad. He joined Joe Biden there. So, very sad, so whatever. But yeah, 3 years of COVID. Can you believe it? 3 years of COVID. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Matter of fact, every time, because I used the name Goldberg, and before COVID, everyone thought you would mistake me for the wrestler because I was in shape. And, now I get up and everyone says, that's not Goldberg. That's not Goldberg the wrestler. This is what Goldberg the wrestler looks like after 3 years in the pandemic. This is it. I have bad hearing. They said flatten the curve. I thought they said fatten the curve. I ate everything in sight, and I can't lose weight. I asked my friend, how do I lose weight? He says, hire a personal trainer. You're going to lose weight. I hire a personal trainer, and he tells me, ride a bike. You got to ride a bike. So I've been riding a bike for 3 months, an hour a day, and I gained 10 pounds. I wasted $1,500 on a personal trainer and $2,000 on an electric bike. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tell you. God, and everyone, even now they still don't know where COVID comes from. They said it comes from China, right? It comes from, no freaking way. Nothing made in China lasts this long. Nothing. I'll tell you. And now they're talking vaccines, right? 4th dose, 5th dose, right? My wife is going for her 5th dose of vaccine. I mean, it's crazy. By the time this is over, we're going to have more jabs in our arm than Amy Winehouse. It's ridiculous. But I tell you, the year is going fast. I'm already planning for summer. You know, and every summer I make the mistake because I think I'm going to have a great summer and do all these wonderful things I want to do. And I forget one thing. I have children. Who has children here? Anyone? Yeah. What are we doing today, Dad? Where are we going? Going to that great adventure? Where are we going? What are we doing? So whatever plans I have for the summer always has to change because of my kids. But this year, I'm prepared. I'm like the Boy Scouts. I signed them up for the sleepaway camp next year. They're going to Camp Lejeune. I can't wait. Just can't wait for that. Yeah, well, just Valentine's Day a few weeks ago, and here we are, mid-March. Everyone have a good Valentine's Day? I had a great Valentine's Day. My wife, she gave me such a beautiful gift. She knows I'm into acting, and I want to be an actor. So she got me acting lessons with the greatest actor of our time, George Santos. I can't wait to start. Just can't wait to start. But listen, I didn't cheap out. I got her a great gift too. I did. I got her a great gift. After 27 years, I found her G-spot.
Yay.
Yeah. It's in the Diamond District on 47th Street in Manhattan. I'll tell you, guys, it's a life hack. You want to find your wife's G-spot? Just take her there. I'll tell you. But, you know, I learned something on Valentine's Day. I learned the importance of loving oneself. Self-love. We've got to give ourselves some self-love. Give yourself a hug. Got to give yourself some self-love. And you got to come out and let the world know who you really are. I came out to my family. It didn't go well. And I'm surprised because my cousin came out, he came out transgender. They were so nice to him. They took him to Broadway shows. They bought him Liza Minnelli records. I came out Orthodox Jewish, and my whole family flipped out. My kids are like, what the hell is that on your head, Dad? You're putting us back a generation. My wife of 26 years, she looks at me and she goes, hold it, you want me to give up bacon and lobster for you? What are you, out of your goddamn mind? I came out because I visited Israel. And anyone ever been to Israel? Anyone been to Israel? Beautiful country in the world. Most beautiful country. I visited it. Just gorgeous, so biblical. You see all these stories of the Bible. But what's weird about Israel is everyone's fighting over it. Everyone's fighting over it. And you can check this out. It's the size of New Jersey. The size of New Jersey. I mean, do you know what the other 49 states would say if a bunch of Jews took over New Jersey? You know what they would say? Thank you! That's what they would say. I'll tell you. And I remember the day when I came out. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you know what? You've had decades of meaningless sex. You've done so many drugs. And I took a deep look at myself in the mirror and I said to myself, you have a freaking bald spot. Put something on it. And that's why I came out. I mean, I wasn't going to do Rogaine or any of that crap. But, you know, I happen to love being Jewish. But, you know, comedy and Jews, there's so many of them. So it's hard to distinguish yourself as a Jewish comic. But I tend to distinguish myself by not being funny so people will remember me. Yeah, it really is. I love being Jewish, man, but our holidays, they're nuts. They're stupid. You know, you guys have the holiday of Christmas, the birth of Christ, Immaculate Conception, all of that. So we teamed that up with the story of Hanukkah. It was a miracle. The light was supposed to last one night. It lasted 8 nights. What the hell? You call that a miracle? Keith Richards is still alive. Yeah. That's a miracle. I found a woman to marry me, have my children, and she's a doctor, no less. That's a miracle. I tell you, it's been so weird, married to the doctor during COVID. So weird. I come home every day and ask her all these questions about COVID. And you know what she would say? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm a pediatrician. Stop asking me questions. I'm like, what good are you? The doctor doesn't know, but the barista at Starbucks has all the answers. But she did tell me one thing, and you may want to write this down. I'll give you a lot of life hacks during this time. A lot of life hacks. I didn't know what type of mask to wear. Do I wear NK95 mask, KN95 mask, LBGT2 mask? I didn't know. She told me, wear a Jets mask. J-E-T-S. Because if you're wearing that, you're not catching a goddamn thing. What she told me. Not only is my wife a doctor, my daughter is a doctor. Actually, she's just finished medical school at Rutgers, Newark. She just finished medical school. Yeah, let's hear it from my. I have nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get a DNA test on her now. But what's weird is she's doing examinations. She's doing examinations. She came home so grossed out last week. So grossed out because she did her first prostate exam. First prostate exam. She was throwing up. But thank God I don't have polyps. Thank God. Oh God. Oh God. What else? But listen, this may be the last time you see me, people. Aww. Yeah, I signed a big time movie deal. Yeah.
Hey.
Hear it from me.
Hey.
Yeah. You know, superheroes are really big, right? Right? Superheroes. You got Black Panther. You got Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. You got transgender superhero. You even have a Protestant superhero called the Wasp. Love that joke. I will be the new Jewish superhero called the Jewish Kvetch. And my superpower is I make the villains feel so guilty that they surrender. Go ahead, destroy the universe. See if I care. Just know you're breaking your mother's heart. Oh, look at you flying from planet to planet with those fancy schmancy flying machines, destroying all life form. That you have time for? To visit your parents, you have no time? What the hell's wrong with you? It's coming out in the summer for like every superhero. I do have my weakness, my kryptonite. Oh my God, is that a clearance sale? But go see the movie, and listen, I just want to leave you end my set on a really good note. You know, we're all fighting, Republicans, the Democrats, everyone's fighting with each other. I just want to tell you a beautiful story that happened to me in the height of COVID. Just a beautiful, lovely story that made me realize there's good humans out there. Good humans out there. It was a night like this. It was snowing, it was sleeting. I was going to Stop and Shop. Park my car all the way back because I didn't want to run into people. I get to the store and I realize I forgot my mask. I left it on the rearview mirror. I'm sure you did this. And I just flipped out. I just started to cry. I started to cry. Guy comes out, big black guy, comes out and says, "What's the matter, man?" I said, "I forgot my mask. I can't take this COVID. It's got more personalities than Kanye West. I gotta walk all the way down in the snow and the sleet just to get my mask." You know what this guy did? You know what this kind guy did? He took his own mask off his face and gave it to me to wear. And I've been wearing it since May 2020, and I haven't gotten COVID. Now that's a goddamn miracle.